Hi guys, how are you doing? My name is Desian Richard and I'm a guidance counselor in the island of Jamaica and a brand new author of the book Healing Infidelity in Marriages. Now I was asked to do a video in order to help our students to cope effectively, studying effectively during this COVID-19 period that has thrown all our lives into a new realm that we've never experienced before. The first thing I want to start with is a quote that says the success or failure of a man is found in his daily routine. The success or the failure of any man is found in his daily routine. It means that it is something that you and I will do every single day, routinely, habitually, that will enable us to become a success or a failure. So any successful man you see or any man that's a failure, look deeply within the things that he's doing every day and you're going to see the root cause. Now, the first thing I want to bring to us is that our mental, emotional, and physiological state is very important during this time. Having our minds at a very good place, our emotions at a very good place, and our bodies is very important. So the first thing I want to encourage us to do is that I know that there's a lot of panic, anxiety, and fear, which is normal, but we must find a way to declutter from that. We must find a way to stay away from those things for periods during the day. So, for my mental strategy tip number one, I'm going to be encouraging you to find social media breaks, to find time away from the TV, time away from the latest news on COVID-19, time away from the buzzing and the happenings and the latest and the everything as it relates to COVID-19, and have breaks from those things so that your mind can rest. Your mind is not stuck in a place of anxiety and fear and worry, because those things are going to hinder you from studying effectively. Those things are going to hinder you from meeting your goal of being mentally prepared and emotionally prepared and physically prepared for your study habits and your study routine that you need to be creating. So declutter from those things several times throughout the day. Spend time away from those things. It means locking off the news. Don't read every post you get. Every post you get about what to drink, what to do, it gone airborne, it gone footborne, seaborne. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to say anything. Most important information, you need to know those. But not everything out there is true, and you don't need to know every single thing. Right. The next thing that I'll be recommending is a structure for your day. Structure is very important. Structure and order during this chaotic period for all of us is very important. So number one, I would normally start my week when I was at work with a plan for the week. It's like I sit down on a Sunday and I plan my week, the things that I need to get done, the most important things for the week. So I'm going to be recommending the same for you. Sit down, structure your week ahead. Today is a Sunday. Structure your week ahead. What are those subjects you need to be studying for the week? What are the topics? What are the subtopics? What needs to be what you need to get done today for the week? In that structure, you have your academic goals. As I said before, you have your subjects, you have your topics, you have your subtopics, and a sort of a mini course outline. What are the topics to be covered realistically in the time slots for the week? Number two, in that structure, puts your chores time. That's very important because COVID-19 has caused a lot of conflict, meaning you're in the same space together. Maybe your parent is working and you are going to be expected to do something at home, more at home now, because you're occupying the space. There's more dirty dishes in the sink now, I'm sure, and all of those things. So your chores time, structure those in so that it can lessen the amount of conflict at home. Because if there's no peace in your home and if you don't have a relaxing place to study, remember you're at home, you can't go anywhere else. So your home has to be peaceful, and you have to create that environment at home, which means that you have to do your part. And every teenager knows that when chores are not done, the home cannot be peaceful as it should be. So structuring your chores time. So we have our chores time, we have our academic time. That means the subjects you're going to study, the topic, the subtopic, and the course outline for the week. The other tip would also be in that structure, put the most important thing that needs to set you off, the thing that makes you feel energized for the entire day, and it sets the tone for the day. Put that on it. For me, it's prayer. Definitely for prayer. Like, if I don't pray, believe me, the day is not cemented and glued in properly for me. Maybe for somebody it's exercising, but pick out something for you so that your soul can heal, your mind can heal, your emotion can heal, and so that you'll be at a good place mentally, emotionally, and physically. Put that on your structure and do that first. That comes from the book, Eat My Frog, Brian, it's a book I read, Eat That Frog by Brian Tracy. Eat the biggest, ugliest frog first. Do the thing that sets you on a good tone first. Don't attend to the world first. Attend to you first, because you need to be at a good place to cope with the day's requirements. The other thing I'm going to encourage you on your Sunday setup, yes, your Sunday setup, which means you're structuring your week, is to put your me time. Put a slot on that Sunday setup, that timetable for the week, that structure, what you'll do for writing up that you'll do for the week. Put your me time. Put a slot for you where maybe it's 15 minutes for you to just walk outside, take fresh air, breathe in, breathe out, whatever it is. Put a me time. Maybe it's watching a comedy, something that will make you laugh. Maybe it is, for me, it's reading, because I'm somewhat of a reader. So it's reading. Sometimes, pick something out for you. Maybe it's walking around, and maybe it's combing your hair to let yourself look pretty, but pick out something for your me time. And the other thing that should go on your structure setup, your Sunday setup, or your timetable for the week, would definitely be your sleep time. Now, during this period of COVID-19, I know a lot of teenagers are losing sleep because structure is not there. Don't play with that. If you're not sleeping adequately, that means you're not resting adequately. It means you don't have enough mental clarity and energy to accomplish your goals for the day. I realize if I don't sleep properly in the night, the next day I am not at my best. So sleep is important. Recommended time for sleep, it's at least 6 to 8 hours. I say go to 8 hours. Let your body shut down and sleep. And I'm not talking about sleeping with your phone beside you. Every buzz the phone make you reach for it and look in the night. No, I'm talking about uninterrupted sleep. Leave your phone outside the bedroom and get some sleep. Shut down psychologically, physiologically, every alley, so that next day you'll be energized and fit to go. And the other recommendation I'm going to be making is for you to be taking your supplements, because your body state during this COVID-19 period is important. There's a little brew that I make for my family. I blend garlic, turmeric, orange peel, or I put orange in there. I don't have any limes. I put ginger, and I make a boil of tea. One day my son literally cried tears when he had to drink it. Yeah, you have to drink it. I'm trying to save your life so that you can build your immune system. Your fish oil during this period is important. Your vitamins and all those things are important, because you are working. It's only thing that you're working at home, and studying is a lot of working. So you have to be filling your body with the right thing that it needs in order to perform. Let's go to your study now. The medium I'm recommending definitely will be an online platform, and the most common one is called Zoom, Zoom. It's free. There are others out there, but I gather that by browsing them through and discussing with other persons that you have to pay. And if you're a student, you're broke, you don't have any money to pay, use Zoom, it's free. Now, before you go to study on your online platform, definitely you'll have to choose a group of your persons to study with. In your age group, will be doing CSEC or in the same grade that you're in. Pre-prep before you go. So every person of your group knows, number one, what the topic will be, what the subtopic will be. So the topic, the subtopic, I'm trying to look for my guide. The topic, the subtopic. Maybe you can come up with a rule that everybody that is gonna be in the study group must come with their own questions. You could also do, maybe you have to study before you actually do your study group, because some persons cannot study in a group. Some persons can only study by themselves, and when they have concretely understood the concept for themselves, then they can sit and interact with others. I'm like that, right? And so maybe it is that the rules for the group would say, make sure you're prepped and you're ready to go, and make sure you come to the group with something. Maybe it's 5 questions, some requirements. So everybody know the topic, the subtopic, and put a time, fix a time to your study group where you time everything to make sure that you keep yourself on your toes. What you can also do is find somebody responsible to say, you are the person that you are the person that will straighten us out. So you have a timer, you have somebody to say that, listen, we're going off, come back on course, this is what we need to be doing, and use the time effectively. Yeah. So you pre-prep for your group meetings. You know what it is from your Sunday setup. Well, it's Sunday for me, sort of. For your Sunday setup, you send out the topics, send out the subtopics, send out the course outline, which is a list of things that need to be done for the week. Send out the rules, the time that each subject will take to study, and the coming to this study group with past papers so that everybody's prepped to go. And COVID-19 is going to pass. I'm sure we're looking forward to that day. God bless you.